On the feast of St. Kieran, one thinks of these great monastic centres of old. He was only a hidden child, but he was pulled by grace at an early age. He wanted to leave home to give himself entirely to the Lord. But he wanted help, material help, to survive. He needed one of the animals of the farm, and he wanted one particular cow, but his parents wouldn't let him have the creature. He set off anyway, and lo and behold, the cow followed him and stayed with him. Eventually, because he was a man of God, people came towards him, and he moved towards Clonmancnoise in the west, and there a great army of saints emerged out of the woodwork, and although he was very young, he formed them. They lived on their own work and on divine providence, and part of that providence was this faithful cow, who always had enough milk for the huge army of monks, hundreds of them. Virtual miracle. And they were building and building, and he was only 33 when he petered out before seeing the completion of the building. A while back, I was talking to good faithful retired Bishop Smith, and he was telling me how he, when a young bishop was organizing the Pope's visit in 1979, and there was a problem. They had to find something for the Holy Father to do in a gap while waiting for the bishops to reach Knock. And they had a last-minute adjustment. We'll show him Clonmancnoise. And this was the part of the papal pilgrimage that most moved, in the end, the Holy Father. He sensed the sanctity in the air, and he wept. And when he got back to Rome, it was of that he most warmly spoke. And so these places are rich in grace still lingering. Something of that happened after the reopening of our abbey in Italy. The Archbishop came and heard the brethren chanting the old Gregorian chant for which that ancient church had been built, and he commented on it, that the stones were singing, and that became the title of one of the first CDs that the brethren made, Pietra che canta, the stone that sings. These stones have heard the chant, and they silently bear witness to the prayer that happened herein. But they also have some element of natural enjoyment of peace, for these places are not cluttered, not commercialized. One can still stand still upon the shore of aeons and listen, for here there is a hidden melody. There is a heavy noise upon the globe, and silence hurts the ears that cannot be alone upon this land, for many probe in solitude's unknown geography for safety in great flight, and none will stand alone upon a shore of halted hours, a desert isle not mapped, an empty land that holds a dread and terror of hid powers. And yet, upon the night when all alone with emptiness, that lends a voice to these hid friends. I have companions of my own that shift their little wings about my knees and bid me look with them into the void where man and angel with a cosmos toy.